Spiritual warfare that I experienced during my sophomore year of my life was something that I had never experienced before. I thought that once I gave my life to Jesus, everything would be perfect, and it was quite the opposite. Every day was a fight, a mental battle that I never thought I could get through. I felt so alone, so isolated, and I felt as if no one would understand what I was experiencing because it was something that I didn't even know how to explain. Because I felt so worn out and so broken and so tired from these constant mental thoughts and battles, I distanced myself from everyone, and I mean everyone. I wouldn't let people get close because of the things that the devil himself were telling me, and I thought, who would ever want to be near a girl like that? And the worst part about this time was I just didn't understand how God, how Jesus, the creator of the whole universe, who claimed that he loved me, could let me suffer over and over again. The more and more I fought, the more and more I thought it was getting better, but it wasn't the self-esteem that I was getting from the Lord. It was the fact that I got distracted by people. I got distracted by worldly obsessions and worldly desires and the things that would never truly fulfill me, which led me to become a very, very lost person. I became a person that I swore no matter how bad it would get, I would never become. And this is the first time in my life to where I didn't feel changed. I mean, people around me were changing, but I stayed the same. In fact, it became a point in my life to where everyone around me thought I was this quote-unquote perfect Christian, and I became so numb to it, and I hated it. I didn't want people to know me as the perfect Christian because I thought perfect Christians aren't cool. Perfect Christians aren't popular. They don't get to go have fun on the weekends. They don't get to live the high school experience. So I completely disassociated myself with that title. I wanted people to know that that wasn't me, and I was cool, and I did all these things. I always had plans, and boys were obsessed with me. My social life was always busy, but the truth is, and what I eventually came to, is that it is all a lie. Every single statement that I just said is all a lie, and trust me, I know it feels amazing in the moment, and it feels like you're on top of the world, but then you wake up or you go home and you have that feeling that you cannot shake, a feeling to no matter how numb you are, at one point or another you will feel. And let me tell you a little secret, that feeling is Jesus. And I felt it every single time I would get back from hanging out with my friends, or doing what I knew was wrong, or sneaking out, or lying to my parents. And for a while I shrugged it off and told myself, it doesn't matter, it's good to live my life. I mean, you only live once, right? But the truth is, in the way I was living in sin, when I was truly alone into myself,